and co-host Josh and our special guest, not special haha, but special Matt has joined us. You are listening to Idiocracy Talk Radio. Today's episode, we're going to talk about Shador Sanders dropping in the NFL draft, getting prank phone called, a little bit about Carmelo Anthony, not the basketball player, but unfortunately the track star football player that decided as a high school decided to stab somebody in the heart. That story continues to heat up, and more on today's episode of Idiocracy Talk Radio.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.
All right, my friends, so let's jump right into it. So let's talk about the NFL draft. So first of all, before we even talk about the shenanigans with Shador Sanders, what did you guys think of the draft? Like, you know, let's talk Bengals. Like, how do you think they did? How goods, bads, concerns? What do you think?
A little bit of a concern with the first round pick. Not a lot of production in college. And I understand. I went back and kind of watched some of the film and some of the stats on the kid, and he looks like a lot of the teams targeted him to double team him, to try to triple team him. He was always getting pressure on the quarterback, which I think led to more sacks for his teammates than actually him. He's got a lot of upside, but I think if he's going to come there, he's got to prove it. He's got to get in there. He beats Myles Murphy out of that spot, and let's see what he does.
So what's that say about Myles Murphy? Was he bust?
What do you think, Josh?
He beats him out?
I mean, so far he kind of has been a bust, right? So, I mean, granted, his first year he was kind of behind Sam Hubbard. He was hurt. Last year, again, we had Sam Hubbard for the first part of the year, and then he kind of got benched. And then Myles Murphy came in. He really didn't do a lot. So he had time over the last, I would say, year to beat Sam Hubbard and take that spot, and he didn't. That should tell you something right there. Sam Hubbard was what, out of all the defensive ends, number 2 to be in the last one. He wasn't good at all.
Well, let's go back to this here. I don't know Al Golden's system that well, but what kind of defense alignment does he play?
I don't know. I mean, when he played his defense against Ohio State, who had multiple stars, receivers, there was a few times that the defense did break down. They had a couple big runs against Notre Dame, but I mean, Ohio State made it look pretty damn bad in that game.
So then this might be a good defense end who's explosive off the edge. You got Trey Henderson on the other side too. So let's see how many pressure quarterbacks he gets.
So give you a little bit. So according to ESPN, Golden will run a 4-3 base defense with a 4-2 nickel scheme.
So basically, we've been running.
Pretty much. Yep.
Yeah.
But right now, they're saying Dax Hill might be playing outside, and we drafted 2 linebackers.
Yeah. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, I think they're thinking Jermaine Pratt will be traded sometime this year. I think he wants out of Cincinnati anyway. I think he wants to go to Indy with Lou. So
why
I think
why wouldn't you trade him during the draft to get some picks?
It's the fucking Bengals. That's why.
That's true.
It's the fucking Bengals.
Never fails in terms of, I mean,
I mean, you look at every defensive player they've drafted over the last 5, 6 years, haven't panned out whatsoever. Dax Hill, DJ Turner, Miles Murphy, they haven't panned out.
And that's where I'll say, like, I wasn't a giant Marvin Lewis fan, but I will say, like, he was pretty decent when it came to drafting, and he was a player's coach. He wasn't a head coach. But if you put him as a GM, I thought he'd do really well in that position, getting people in, making them comfortable, happy with the program. But obviously with the Bengals, God forbid we actually pay somebody to do the job that Mike Brown does.
No, I mean it's not Mike Brown's job though. That's the difference. It's Duke Tobin's job to go out and scout these players, and he's had some hits and he's had some big misses. The last year, Maurice Mims, I was kind of skeptical on that pick, but actually, it's turned out to be a really damn good pick. When the kid stays healthy, that turned out to be a really good pick on the offensive line. The picks before that in the first round, very, very questionable for him. The difference between like the Bengals and let's say Philadelphia. Philadelphia has a scouting staff of like 50. We've got a scouting staff of 3.
Right.
There's your issue right there.
So you're saying we got a chance?
There's always a chance. Every about 25, 30 years, we got a shot to make it to the Super Bowl.
Are you saying 1 in 100, 1 in 1,000, 1 in a billion? More like 1 in a billion.
No, 1 in a million.
Dang, there's a chance. All right.
I think the linebackers that we picked up, I thought they were good pickups. Now, Demetrius Knight Jr., he reminds me a little bit about Burfict, the way he comes out and hits you. He's not afraid to tackle anybody, so he's going to have some good hard hits. The kid from Clemson,
Barrett Carter,
he was up for the top linebacker. He's one of the finalists for top linebacker in college football. So it seems like we got a steal in the 4th round there. The guard that we picked up, we needed guard help. So let's hope he's better than Cordell Volson and can take that spot.
If he's not better than Cordell Volson, then we don't know how to draft at all.
Well,
we got 2 guards to prove there.
Yeah, all right.
And talking about the offensive line, like, they finally got rid of the offensive line coach. I've been saying that for years, that like he needed to go. Like you get so many chances of changing the crew of the line and still suck. Then it's like, okay, now it's a management position. Like, it's the problem of the coach. But at the same time, like they didn't do many changes with the line. Like, yeah, they picked up an offensive guard and a tackle, but like, so what do you think? Does Burrow get sacked a bunch of times again this year? I mean, he can't take many more hits. I mean, I know he's a tough dude, but I mean, it's only so many before the glass breaks.
Burrow's going to get hit a lot because Burrow holds the ball too much, and we're a passing offense. But at the same time, how can we downsize some of those by having better guards? That's what you're trying to say.
Well, and that's the point. I mean, look at Mahomes. Mahomes it runs a passing offense.
Well, he also scrambles a lot too. Got some legs on him.
Burrow can scramble. I mean, he's got little white legs.
He proved it a lot better.
But he can run. But when the line collapses around you, you ain't going anywhere. No, and like you said, I mean, he needs guards. I mean, he needs tackle. I mean, but he needs to be blocked.
I think what we did is we addressed the tackle spot, and I thought with Mims and Brown, we got that solidified. Kappa was a problem for the last couple of years. Volson, he regressed big time. I don't know what happened to the kid, but the year before, he was really good, decent. Last year, he was absolutely terrible. Alex Kappa, absolutely terrible. If this kid from Georgia can come in, hopefully he's better than both of them, and that's going to help the offensive line tremendously right there. And then we just got to worry about the other guard spot, which
How about
there's still free agents out there that are pretty darn good guards. Kevin Zeitler still out there. Why haven't we picked him up?
No, Kevin Zeller signed with someone already. I forget who, but he did already.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So talking about drafting and stuff like that, let's talk about Shador Sanders. So, dude literally had a draft party going on. I mean, obviously, let's face it. I mean, he does come from a strong bloodline. I mean, dad's Deion Sanders. You know, I mean, dude knows how to play football. He knows how to coach. What do you think was the main reason, and I'll tell you mine after you tell me yours, but what do you think were some of the contributing factors to him dropping like he did?
First thing, did he have an agent at all, or is that true he didn't have one?
I think his dad did a lot of the,
negotiating.
His dad was involved in a lot of stuff. Let me see.
I think we got another example of a LeVar Ball issue with Deion. I think last year when he came out and he said, my son will only play for a handful of teams. You already put your son in a bad limelight because he's only going to play for a handful of teams. If you try to draft me, we're going to pull Eli Manning. That was a year ago.
So to answer your question, Matt, no, he did not have a traditional NFL certified agent during the 2025 draft. Instead, it was his father, Deion Sanders.
Yep.
So I mean,
you've got that issue. I think it's more of we don't want this whole circus around our team. That's what it would turn out to be.
Well, there's also the report that Deion had made it known to a lot of teams that he wanted to be in the meetings. Like after he was drafted, want to be in the meetings with his son, and the coaches. And it's like, dude, you gotta cut the umbilical cord at some point. Like, come on.
Yeah, I think another couple issues was he went to these interviews unprepared. Teams felt like he didn't want to be there. And they think he just bombed them on purpose. He's a smart kid. I think he really did bomb these interviews on purpose because he didn't want to go to certain teams.
Mm-hmm.
So that's another factor.
Well, the funny thing is like, people don't realize that just because teams are competing with each other, they still talk. They still talk.
Well, you got the Stephen A. Smith coming out and say, oh, this feels like a whole Colin Kaepernick. They're trying to blackball the kid. He's a first-round talent. He's getting blackballed, blah, blah, blah.
Look, that dude, like, sometimes he makes perfect sense, and other times he is an absolute ass clown. Like, to come out and say, like, and correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it was him and then a few other people came out and said that this was a racial issue. When 90% of the first round was African-American. Like, how is that a racial issue? Unless the kid is some different nationality I wasn't aware of. Like,
I mean,
no,
the Browns selected Gabriel. That's a different background.
Yeah, I think the kid. I don't think was a first-round talent.
No,
I think if a team really wanted him, they would have drafted him in the first round. He could have been there. I thought he was a second round or a third round pick. For him to fall to the fifth, I don't think that fit his skill set. I think teams drafted players they shouldn't have in front of him. Dylan Gabriel was never talked about at all in the top 5 quarterbacks. It literally was Cam Ward, that Tyler Slow, Jackson Dart, Shador, Will Howard, and kind of Quinn Ewers. So,
well, and that's the thing is, like, I agree with you. Like, I was expecting him to go second round. Didn't see him going first round. I was like, okay, he's going to go second round. Like, easily second round pick. Like, pick him up. If he's available, pick him up. The fact that he dropped a 5th round, again, like you said, is not matching his skill set, but I think it matches the bombing the interviews and people talking, the drama that comes with, I mean, let's face it. I mean, Deion is a very vocal person, and he's not going to, I mean, he's one of those dads that's going to be involved every step of the way. And there's a lot of teams that don't want that extra drama in the locker room.
Well, the funny thing is, go back to how you said they thought it was a race issue a little bit. Think about it. Pittsburgh has one of the best coaches ever, and he would have drafted him right away. Maybe not the 1st round, maybe not 2nd round, but at least the 3rd round when they had no quarterback, and maybe develop him, and he would have welcomed him with open arms. So Tomlin saw something in him that he didn't like.
Right.
Tomlin would have brought him in a heartbeat.
Right.
And he had Mason Rudolph back up as a starter.
And I mean, the Browns, let's be honest, the Browns, I mean, they already had a quarterback, but at the same time, the Browns will take anybody because they are literally shooting darts at a wall and like hoping something sticks. They're like,
these two rookie quarterbacks don't work out this year for them. They got 2 first-rounders next year. They can always trade up for. So they're playing the game right. Good for them.
Well, and that's what I mean. Like, I mean, they've got their ducks in a row. They got the chessboard set, but they're also just trying to hit whatever can, and they're hoping something sticks.
And here's the funny part about the whole thing. Shador Sanders, since he got drafted in the 5th round pick, that cost him probably $50 million.
Yeah, it did.
He could have easily went back to college football for 1 year, went to a big time school, not Colorado. He could have been to a big time school, possibly got a little bit better under a different coach, and 1st round pick, 2nd round pick next year, right? Same thing with Quinn Ewers. Kid was last year before the start of the season, 1st round draft pick, 1st round, went in the 7th round. All because he had a bad game. And people didn't like the way he played the game either, with him leaving high school, going to Ohio State, leaving Ohio State to go to Texas.
Well, and people are just going to have to get used to the fact that, I mean, players are going to move now. Like, with the ability to get paid as a college player. What'd you say?
Let's go back to the original question. What's our thoughts on why he fell?
Yeah.
Well, piss poor attitude. Yep. Maybe your film proved it. Is that what you're trying to say? Be confident. That's fine. But don't be overconfident, you could say. And, I mean, when you're doing an interview, probably wearing his gold chain, hat backwards. Yeah, I got this. Yeah, I got this, probably. Let the film prove it. Look at the film.
Disrespecting opponents the way he did some of the games.
Not playing the blame game, too, He blamed other people for his stuff, Like, man up, take accountability. That's the biggest thing in this day and age is accountability. And they don't do that. Deion, his work was on the field.
Right.
High flyer in the 90s. That's what the 90s was, though. It's prime time, up and coming like that,
Yep.
This day and age, they shut that stuff down now on. They don't like it no more. They don't like the flashy shit stuff.
Nope, it's a business.
Well, and they've kind of brought back a little bit of the show, with allowing players and teams to do, end zone dances and celebrations and stuff like that. But you're right. I mean, compared to what it was, like they've gotten rid of it. They're like, no.
Did his other son ever get drafted at all, the safety?
Yeah, he got picked up by Tampa Bay as a free agent. The undrafted free agent. So, Joe, what's your thoughts? You want to hear us what we said? What's your thoughts?
I mean, and I kind of said it, but I strongly believe the contributing factor was the fact that, Dad is attached to the hip, and I mean, let's be honest. I mean, Deion's a great coach. He's a great player, great coach, but he also can be obnoxiously loud at times. We saw it his first year or so at Colorado. I mean, he was running his mouth about things, saying, we're not getting respect because of this and that. Just put up the numbers, put up the wins. You'll earn the respect. Like, chill. And then
Joe Knock.
Huh?
So Joe Knockoff. There he is. I mean, go back to what you said though, about Deion. Is he a good coach or is he a good hype man?
A little bit of both. I mean, he definitely a good hype man, but I mean, let's face it. I mean, Colorado won games that I don't think they would have won. I mean, they had the talent, period. But his coaching, I think, took them to that next level. Like, am I sitting here saying they're going to win a national championship?
You don't think he brought all that talent in because he's prime time?
I mean, he definitely drew a lot of it in because of the name,
So let's think of it this way. So everything was 50-50. Good hype man, good coach.
Yeah.
He brought the team in, so he brought good players in with the NIL. So that 50-50 is not going to give you nowhere in the NFL.
Right.
You want someone that's proven talent. Hence the reason why he was so high on his adopted son, Hunter. Travis Hunter.
Yeah.
So.
Well, and, like you said, I mean, teams want proven, but also, I mean, when you're the quarterback, I mean, even in college, you're the leader. But once you get to the NFL, you are the field general. You are the boss. And I don't know if Shador Sanders gives people that 100% warm vibe that he can handle the NFL level of being the field general,
Watch this. In 2 years, if he's not starting in Cleveland, he's going to be the backup in Jacksonville.
I can see that.
Yeah, I could see that. I definitely see if he's not starting in the next 2 years in Cleveland, that there's going to be big old things about him wanting to be traded. Deion coming out saying he needs to be traded. He's not being treated right.
I mean, there's a chance.
I'm calling it now.
There's a chance he might not even make the roster this year.
Well, that's why I said the next 2 years. This year, next year. Like, I mean, there is a chance, but watch and see. I just, unfortunately, like, that's kind of the MO right now with, with Deion and Shador, is they're gonna throw the card out like, oh, I'm being mistreated. He's not being treated right. This is bad. Like, blah blah blah. You're gonna have, and it might not be anything like that. It might be just the fact that he don't fit the offensive scheme, or he's not a proven leader.
You really think he's going to beat out 2 Super Bowl quarterbacks? Even though one was a backup in the Super Bowl, but still has a Super Bowl ring.
Hey, he's got a Super Bowl ring. He's got more than our Bengals do. So I mean,
but you go back to last year in Indy. Joe Flacco did not play that well when he was the quarterback with Indy. He played well with the Browns the year prior. So there's still a question mark on what Joe Flacco can do.
Yeah, comeback player of the year, right? Was he a comeback player of the year that year?
He might have been. But that was 2 years ago. Now we're talking about, okay, it's a different Browns team than what he had before. Defense, I think, is still stout. Defense is going to win him some games. It's just all about what that offense can do.
They got a strong defense. So, I mean, the biggest thing is, we'll see. I mean, I hope he does well. I mean,
the intangibles are there. I mean, he was the most accurate quarterback in college football last year. He had a 70% completion percentage, right? He can throw the ball. Yeah. Everybody points, he was scrambling around a lot and his receivers bailed him out a lot and all this stuff. Yeah, that's because he had the worst offensive line in college football. You put a line around him.
We should know about this, right? With the Bengals?
Exactly. We're experts in that shit.
Exactly.
He should call Burrow and be like, hey, dude, what's up?
But, again, it comes down to Tom Brady even was a very good family friend and helped train Shador Sanders. His Vegas Raiders bypassed him, too, and they need a quarterback. I know they just got Geno Smith, but I don't think Geno Smith is all that in a bag of chips. Like, he played really well in Seattle, yes. But now he's in Vegas. Let's see what he can do. Geno Smith doesn't got the receivers that he had in Seattle.
Well, you got a 2-year extension in Vegas, so
that's yeah.
That would have been I think that would have been a good idea for Vegas to pick him up because he can learn under Geno for 2 years
or a year. And
but see, that's just it.
And
there's got to be a reason why all these teams passed on him.
You got 32 reasons.
Attitude. I think that's what it comes down to. Like Matt said, you got Mike Tomlin passed on.
Not confident. Not confident, cocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's a difference. Huge difference. You can be confident without being cocky.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why Pittsburgh passed on him. There's a reason why the Saints passed on him. There's a reason why the Browns passed on him until the 5th round.
I was going to say there's a reason that 32 teams passed on him for almost 5 rounds before he got picked up.
And Pittsburgh passing him up with Tomlin, that kind of baffles me. There's something wrong there.
Yeah. I expected
there's something that we're not it's not being released or that it's not public knowledge. Speaking of, while we're talking about Shador Sanders, talking about what shouldn't be public knowledge is the players' personal cell phone numbers before the draft.
It wasn't before the draft; it was like during the draft.
No.
It was a week before.
The kid got the number from his dad's tablet before the draft and saved it because he had pre-planned to call him during the draft and make the prank call.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you said the call was.
He got the number before the draft. He made the call during the draft. Could you imagine? I mean, this is a multi-million-dollar job you're waiting on, and you have somebody fucking call you and prank you. Hey,
this is Mickey Loomis from the
Saints.
Just to
let you know, we're going to call your name soon, so just be prepared. And then hangs up.
No. You got to wait a little longer, though.
Yeah, you got to wait a little longer. Oh, what's going on? Cricket. Like, oh, fuck. Like,
damn, I got played.
Yeah. I mean, I'd be pissed. Now, let me ask you. I mean, besides the fact that, one, the dad needs to be careful about the personal information of the players. That's a no-no. Like, you got to keep that hidden. Like, that shouldn't be accessible to your kids, no matter what age they are. So, obviously, I think he should get – I don't think he should get fired or anything like that, but I think he should definitely get fined and smacked on the hand a little bit.
Well, I think they already did.
Well, he got fined $100,000.
Yeah.
Well, he makes enough that's a smack on the hand. Us, that'd be devastating. But, like, for the kid, I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, do you think this is, like, something that the NFL should, like, go criminal investigate, or anything like that? Or, or they just laugh it off as, like, somebody was being an asshole?
I mean, everything's public
What can you
knowledge.
put on a kid? Yeah.
Everything's public knowledge. If you really wanted to, you could probably get the cell phone number, right? There's ways to get it.
Oh, shit. Somebody...
unless he has a burner phone.
Yeah.
Well, if somebody can... if anybody listens to this podcast and wants to send me Jessica Alba's cell phone number or Jenna Ortega's cell phone numbers, I'll be perfectly fine with that.
You're married.
Public
so
knowledge.
You're not allowed. Sorry.
Look, those two are my get out of free. I told my wife, I'm sorry, but if either of those two call me, peace.
Is that your hall pass?
Those are my hall passes. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll send them to you here in a minute. I'll send them here to you in a minute. Then.
Oh my God! Like
Matt's already had
fucking called
twice
me
on Sunday.
Shit, just the phone ringing would make me spew through my pants. Oh, Jesus Christ!
You want to go change your pants real quick?
No, because they didn't actually call me. Like, talking to you makes it actually become an innie instead of an outie. Like, shit, I see your face in it right now, and it's like, fuck, it's hiding like a turtle. It's like, no! All right. So, kind of shift gears, still talking about football players and athletes and stuff like that. have you guys been watching, and I know it's been going on since April 2nd, but we're in 28 days now of the Carmelo Anthony Metcalf situation. And if you've been living under a rock, and I know you two haven't, I mean, Matt,
I might have.
Maybe, but, for any of the listeners that for some reason have been under a rock or just doesn't listen to the radio or anything like that. So a little background. So April 2nd, at a track meet in Texas, each of the teams had tents with their team names up in the stands. So they had designated areas. It was raining. The event was still going on. Carmelo Anthony went underneath the tent that was for a different team. Now, different reports, all speculation, but essentially he was either asked or told, doesn't matter, that you're under the wrong tent and you need to leave. He refused. Again, don't know exactly what the conversation was, but what has been consensus is that at some point he told Metcalf, touch me and see what happens. At that point, he reached in his bag. Again, mixed stories. Metcalf either pushed him or grabbed him. They don't know. They still haven't fully released what exactly happened, and I'm kind of shocked that there's no freaking videos being released, because let's face it, there's videos of every other damn thing that happens in this world. But for this one thing, there's no
He is a minor still.
I don't give a shit.
Well,
you're telling me there's...
Well, I'm just saying, dude, certain things are released.
I see videos of teen girls fighting in the middle of the street. You're telling me there's no video of them arguing back and forth?
Well, that's not a police report. That's just someone recording.
I'm talking about just in general public videos, like something being released. Somebody had caught something on video. You tell me that there was somebody wasn't videotaping the fucking track meet and looks down and sees like nothing. But
they're in a tent, remember?
They're in the bleachers. It's angled. Shut the fuck up. But he reaches his bag, says, touch me, see what happens. Something happens. He pulls out a black knife, a black bladed knife, and stabs Metcalf in the heart one time and then runs. Metcalf dies from his injuries. And then when the police pick him up, the officer goes over the radio and says, I have the alleged perpetrator, and Carmelo says, I'm not alleged, I did it. Then proceeds that, and I may have it backwards or reversed, but at a certain point he also asked the officer, could this be self-defense? And then fast forward to now, the family has raised in the GoFundMe, different fundraisers. They've raised over $500,000. They went from it being listed as just for legal assistance to they made sure to change the wording to legal assistance, transportation, relocation of new housing, and any other things needed to secure, the health and safety of the family. So essentially they justified buying this new $900,000 house in a gated community, a new vehicle.
Not just any vehicle.
So
a Mercedes-Benz.
Yeah, not just any vehicle. Like they didn't say, hey, you know what? We need a nice car, so let's buy a Honda and spend $30,000. No, let's go for the $150,000 one. Let's go all out. Because, that one's got four wheels.
Well, they leased it, right? They leased it or buy it.
I don't know, but I know they're using the money for it. I don't know if they lease or buy, but they got that costs more than I can afford. I'll tell you that. But
let's go to this, Joe.
Yeah,
you worked at a high school. Are you allowed to bring weapons to school or during a meet?
No, zero tolerance. Period. like for bringing a weapon onto school property, period. Like, and I loved how some people were trying to say that it was a cleat sharpener, which is no fucking thing ever. There's no such thing. But no, you can't bring a weapon of any kind. It don't matter if it's a pew-pew or a stabby-stabby. You can't bring it to school. You can't even bring something that could be perceived as a weapon. So somebody brings a fucking water gun to school, you get in trouble.
Yep, it's still a gun.
Yeah. Zero tolerance.
So my question with the whole thing is, he stabbed him one time and got the heart. So does that mean he straight aimed to hit the heart? Because usually when you stab somebody, you usually stab them kind of like downward. You know, like most of the time when people stab, they get stabbed in the midsection.
Well, you got to realize they were in bleachers. Was he in a lower seat in the bleachers, and he was up higher, or was he lower? Was the other guy higher? Like
Very
you said,
true.
if you're coming up swiping, you don't know.
You know, and that's true. We don't know, but when they talk about like self-defense and stuff like that, well, the problem is that self-defense in any state, especially in Texas and stuff like that, it says that you can return equal force. So, you know, the problem being like if Metcalf actually punched him in the face, that doesn't justify, like if somebody comes up and punches me in the face and I'm in a stand your ground state. Somebody punches me in the face, I can't pull out a gun and shoot him in the face.
Yes,
and
you
go,
can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can. Stand your ground.
No, you can't.
Stand your ground. If you have fear for your life, you are allowed to.
If somebody punches you one time in the face, you cannot justify that you were scared for your life to shoot someone in the face. If you are on the ground and they are beating the shit out of you and hitting you with getting a brick and starting to hit you, now you can justify, I was scared for my life. But a fucking punch to the face, I don't care if Mike Tyson punches you in the face. You don't get to shoot him in the face.
Let's cancel both scenarios anyway, because Josh, you might be right. Joe, you might be right in your own way. You know, but this is the thing at the end of the day. He brought a knife to an event, set in someone else's area to cause confrontation, so he had intent.
Yeah.
So that's all you got to go by. Doesn't matter if it's self-defense or not. There was intent behind this.
Right. And that's why they charged him with first-degree murder.
Because you lost two 17-year-old kids. One that could go to jail for life, and one's dead and buried. And his 17-year-old twin brother could possibly a third one. You don't know how he's going to live the rest of his life.
Right. No, 100%.
So there was intent that day. Whether you like it or not, doesn't matter how open state policies are, gun control, whatever. He brought a weapon to a fist fight that he caused because he knew not to go under that tent, and he did willingly anyway.
And there is other...
And he told the guy to put his hands on him, see what happens. So he's throwing threats at him. That guy never threw a punch. There was allegedly there was no punch thrown. It was just a shove. And he said, "Punch me, watch what happens." And he pushed him again. Then that's when one step to what
happens.
Yeah, whatever. How you want to?
Yeah.
Well, like I said, there's intent behind by having a knife.
Oh yeah. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, anyone that knows, anyone that's been a high schooler knows that, high schoolers typically don't walk away from, if you say, "What the fuck are you going to do?" There's usually an answer that follows up with that. So like you said,
if there was a background here with these two going at it or previous history, there wasn't.
Right.
He had intention of stabbing someone that day at that track meet. Yeah. Whether it was under that, it just happened to be under that tent. Those two got that situation.
Well, that and then you've now you got videos circulating of other instances to where he was an aggressor towards other people. So
who's that?
Carmelo. There's been multiple fights he's had to where he's on top of the kids, beating them up. It's just going further and further. He's trying to see what he can get away with.
He definitely was escalating in terms of.
If you wanted to, you can look. We've got computers right there. Look up his attorney's background.
Oh yeah, that dude has a rap sheet longer than fucking like.
Well,
exactly. You talking about a guy who wants notoriety right away. Then he beat a kid.
Beat his wife.
So basically, now he's brain damage.
Yeah. Beat his wife. Beat his kid. So, and it was funny is during that press conference when they had the press conference with the family, the victim's dad was at the press conference, and they were like, "We don't know why you're here. This is unprofessional of you." Blah blah. Hey, your son went into my son's school tent and did the same thing, and now it wasn't wrong for him to do it, but now it's wrong for me to come to your press conference when your son killed my son. Come on, get out of here with that shit.
Right. And guess what? I didn't bring a weapon with me.
Yep.
Right. He didn't bring a weapon. And Metcalf's dad, I mean, he knew full well that security was coming over to escort him out. Never once looked at the security guard and said, touch me and see what happens.
Yep.
Like,
how did the dad react? Dad didn't kill nobody.
He left.
Probably just left without
incident.
Probably just left to say a word.
So Metcalf's dad actually has been very vocal about trying to, I mean, like you said, unfortunately this tragedy, there's 2 teenage young men that are losing their lives. One lost his life permanently. The other potentially is looking at life in jail. So 2 families ruined, 2 lives ruined, maybe more, because like you mentioned, the twin brother.
Oh, no, the one family, they're living high life in a freaking $900,000 home.
Yep.
Don't even
and a new car.
And a new car. And it blows my fucking mind on that one, But the dad of the victim, he was, everything he has said has been that we need to unify, we need to not make this a racial issue, not anything like that. And I don't know why, but so many people want to make this about race. But it also, hell, even the first judge, I don't even know if it black, white, purple, brown. First judge makes Carmelo Anthony's bond or bail at $1 million. And then the very next judge turns around and goes, hey, you know what? Let's drop it down to $250,000. I'm sure people don't understand that the difference is that, yes, you're talking $250,000 versus a full $1 million, which is still a lot of money.
All you need is 10% to bond somebody out.
And that was what I was getting at is you only pay, a certain amount. So like here in Ohio, it's 10%. I don't know what it is in Texas. Actually,
I think it's 10% right too. $25,000 to $100,000.
Yeah, so it's still 10% in Texas as well. So, I mean, you went from paying $100,000 for bail to $25,000.
Granted, yes, that happened. Anywhere, any other state, if that was me, that was you, that was Matt, we'd be behind bars without any kind of bond.
Oh yeah,
and we'd be
sitting in jail.
We'd be stuck there for 2 years, 2-3 years, even if it was a self-defense case. Until that
you wouldn't be sitting there for 2-3 years.
No, we would, because it's going to take the court that long to come up with a date to start the court and everything like that. People usually stay in jail for 2-3 years before their court case even gets heard.
Not with criminal cases like this.
Look at that girl from that.
You have the Constitution, the Bill of Rights gives you the right to a speedy trial.
There ain't no speedy trials anymore. Come on.
How many times can you appeal it?
Well, and that's the key. Like, you can appeal a certain amount of times. You can, and that gets the process, but, all in all, I mean, it just, I wish there was more people using more facts than assumptions, and then you have so much hearsay, with these kind of cases, and it doesn't even matter if it's this case or, any of the other cases that have happened around the United States over the past 15 years. People jump to conclusions about what they think happened, and they make judgment calls before they look at the facts. And then even once they look at the facts, sometimes they've already set their mind in place, and they're done. So, ultimately, if the kid did exactly what people are saying he did, and and everything, and what's in the police report, it sucks. But at the same time, I hope he gets tried as an adult. He's 17 years old, so he should get tried as an adult, and he should spend the rest of his life in jail. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, look at the bright side, Joe. In 2 years, you and Jessica Alba can have a Netflix and chill night because you're going to see the documentary on there.
Yep.
Oh yeah, fuck, guaranteed. And
so that's when all your facts will come out, and the guy still be tried. The trial won't be over.
Do you think the lawyer from the what the hell is that group that the lawyer's from?
So let's just say that Lori Daybell, the one that killed her 2 kids, she was arrested in 2020, and she didn't get sentenced until 2023. So that was 3 years.
Okay. Sentenced, it does not mean that the actual court thing happened.
That's she was found guilty in 2023.
And just remember, when she's been put in jail, she serves those 2 years. Still count this time served.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I a lot of times we'll be sitting in jail for a couple years. Yeah. We'll be sitting in a couple years before we can have our case heard. Even if it was a shit. Fucking can't think about it right now.
Not to switch gears too much, but did you hear about Harry Ruggs III?
No. Is he out?
He gets parole probably in 2026. So he's still trying out for football. They're letting him do football activities at the jail in Las Vegas.
Interesting.
Are you serious? Oh, yeah. NBC News. Harry Ruggs is training in prison in hopes of a second NFL chance. Are you shitting me?
If he gets parole after killing somebody, after being under the influence, then everybody should not never get DUI again.
Nope.
What'd you say?
Money talks. Money talks.
It really does. And that's the sad part. You look at so many of these, and I'm sorry, I'm gonna say assholes because there's politicians, there's, hell, that one Democrat politician that she was only making $150,000 a year. She worked. She was a politician for 3 years and went up a net worth of $10 million or $15 million.
You're talking about Jasmine Crockett from Texas.
Yeah.
Within 3 years, she's already a multi-millionaire.
Yeah. See,
how?
You and I do that. Guarantee you, there is people knocking on the door, raiding our house, looking at our records. Everything else.
You got to remember, the last administration hired 80,000 IRS agents to audit the Americans. But now that the U.S. government's getting audited, everybody's up in a tensy. Oh, shit, no, you can't do this. You're not allowed to do this. So.
Oh, trust me. It drives me crazy. So my brother-in-law, I love him to death, but he is a fucking huge Democrat. So we've been, my father-in-law and mother-in-law live with us. My wife is their primary caretaker. We've been trying to find ways to get extra help for them. And of course, we've been trying for the past 2 years.
I love it.
We've been trying for the past 2 years to try to find ways to get help for them. And my wife's talking to her brother, my brother-in-law, yesterday via text, and he goes, "Well, make sure to tell Dad," so my father-in-law, "tell Dad this is the kind of government that he's dealing with that he voted for." And it's like, you shitting me? Like, everybody, fucking Democrats put everything on Trump.
Well, here's the difference between the two parties. What happened a couple years ago with Bud Light?
Oh, yeah.
No, just
talking about that.
No. What happened? You put everybody on the right side,
and then you got broke.
Yeah, you went woke, and what did the people on the right do? They stopped buying your beer, and it hurt you financially. Now you take.
Speaking of which, that guy actually came out and said he's moving to Europe. By the way,
now you look at what happened. What's going on with Tesla, right? Tesla, people on the right love what Elon's doing. The people on the left, they fucking hate it. What are they doing? They're damaging Teslas. They're going to dealerships, lighting them on fire. That's the difference between the two parties. One is a violent, destructive party, to where the other party, hey, we just won't fucking buy shit from you. That's how we're going to hurt you. We're going to hurt your pocketbook.
Well, and to kind of take it next step, like, you also look at it, the two parties, like, and granted, obviously there are individuals in both sides that don't meet this, because there are people that are open-minded, but then there's also people that are stubborn and won't listen on each side. But at the same time, like, I kind of notice from a Republican side, like, most of the people I talk to that are Republicans, when we talk to a Democrat or anything like that, we're open to listen. We can have those conversations. You and I are friends. We may have different views on something. We may not agree with something, but we can have that conversation. And I'm not going to look at you and go, well, fuck you. You're not my friend anymore.
Yep.
Well, you're not going to cancel us.
I'm not going to cancel you. The other side is like, it's my way or the fucking highway. And if you don't agree with what I'm saying, I'm going to cancel you.
Yep.
Cancel you and destroy your life.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, you're on social media all over the place on a platform.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm waiting for my picture to be on there now. Like, shit.
That's because you're now allowed to speak your mind. A couple years ago, you are not allowed to speak your mind.
I can speak my mind. I tell you that right now.
You know, the funny thing is, 10 years ago, Donald Trump was a Democrat.
Yeah.
So was Elon Musk.
Elon Musk was up until like 4 years ago.
Right. Well, that's just it. Is the Democrats have no problem with you if you are donating the money to them. The minute you start donating to the other party, you are our enemy.
Oh, I mean, it's funny. Is what's the Democrats the last 12 to 16 years they fought for green. Let's go green. Let's go green. Okay, we got this guy that invented this car that went green. Everybody loved him. Everybody cherished. Hey, everybody's buying Teslas because it's going green. Oh, now he's on the other side. Oh no, fuck this guy. This guy sucks. Let's vandalize every single Tesla out here. Oh, this is terrible.
Let's protect the environment. Let's burn these bitches.
Let's be honest. This world is not the way it used to be.
Oh.
I will tell you right now, though, Matt, every generation says that. Like, let's be real. Every generation says that. I guarantee you that our great-grandfathers and great-grandmothers and stuff that during, around World War I, World War II, were like, the world is not like it used to be.
No, but you know what? You know who's been the same? Bernie Sanders. Ever since he's been in Congress, he's been the same. He's always talking about the U.S. becoming an oligarchy. He's said it for probably the last 25 years. And he continues to camp. We're turning into oligarchy. We're turning into oligarchy.
I'll be shocked. Let's be honest, though. His partner in crime, AOC, I'll be lucky if she could spell oligarchy.
I know, right? That looks like it's the ticket.
They're talking
Josh,
about
don't you have
herpes. I'm like, oh
Josh,
my
don't
god,
you have
please
anarchy
do.
at your house?
Oh, I got plenty of anarchy at my house. Jeez Louise.
Got your neighbors going crazy on you.
Yeah, I mean,
It's been all quiet on the Western Front, though.
yeah,
hasn't
it's actually been very, very quiet, which is kind of weird.
There's been a ceasefire.
I guess they seized fire because they knew they didn't win.
They figured out that they were being attacked by Europe and Russia at the same time. They're like, shit.
Yeah, kind of. I think they figured out like the
We
whole
gotta
street doesn't
focus
like
on
them.
Ferguson at one time.
Oh, I mean, they ended up on the West Side, Best Side a week and a half ago. So
West side, best side.
yeah, it's because they have a fence in their backyard, and it basically has been falling over, and then the neighbor behind them had a retaining wall, and the retaining wall finally fell over because their fence, and it's technically their fault, and they're supposed to repair and replace it, and they're not.
Oh, nice.
So I mean, it is what it is. As long as they leave me alone, I don't really care anymore. They don't damage my shit. Don't care.
No
So,
kidding,
question
man.
to you guys.
Go ahead, Matt.
Different subject. So, is this the year to make it or break it for season ticket holders for us?
No, because I say that every year, and I will still buy season tickets every fucking year because I love my Bengals, even win or lose. I bitch about them. I fucking cuss up a storm when they lose, but I will still support them till the day I die.
I mean, to be honest, the reason I like to go down, I like to hang out with people. I like to have a good time with fans that are decent. Like the one game that we went to with the Bills fan, we almost got in a fight with that guy because he was just a douchebag. But hanging out with you guys, just
That
having
wasn't
a
the
good
one that
time.
jumped on the table, was it?
Oh no, Randy actually was the one who almost got in a fight with him, and I'm like, holy shit.
Oh.
So,
Well, speaking of Bengal games, stuff like that, I do hope to do some live podcasts from some of the tailgating, stuff like that. I've got a lot of equipment that I'm going to be bringing. Like, oh, yeah, dude, it's on. I'm going all out. So I actually started a parent company that will umbrella over Idiocracy Talk Radio and a bunch of other things. BearTracksMedia.com. I'm working on the page right now, but already got gear and everything else. Oh, we lost Matt.
I think his phone died. I heard him right.
Yeah,
He's like, damn it, phone died.
BearTracksMedia.com is going to be my umbrella company. Audio production, video production, podcasting, obviously. Also will be, I'm hoping to get some sponsors, get some people that want us to throw out their name during our podcast as our audiences grow. Hope more people listen. We got about a minute left, Josh. Final thoughts.
Who fucking day. Hopefully our draft picks do really good this year. I'm really excited about this season. God, I can't wait till football season. But it is baseball season. The Reds have a winning record as of now. They're probably going to be 15-14 after tonight. They got their ass whooped. So hopefully,
and they are home for the next until May 4th, all the way up to May 4th.
I will be going down to the game on Saturday. It is
May 3rd for the bobblehead.
Yeah. Got to get my Star Wars bobblehead to go with all my other ones.
It's my daughter's birthday. I'm taking her down for that.
Are you?
Yeah.
Shit! Well, you come find us.
And then, are you going to Pete Rose night?
Going to Pete Rose night. So
now, from what I understand with the Pete Rose night, because that's the 14th,
yes.
Right? Everyone in attendance gets a Pete Rose jersey, and you can actually take the jersey you get at the door to certain locations to get a different size because they're handing out one size at the door, and then you can go to other places to get the bigger sizes.
Yeah, didn't know that, so good to know.
Yep.
Sweet.
So, pretty cool. All right, my friend. Always fun talking with you. It was great having Matt on here. All of our listeners, look forward to hearing, please reach out. Again, visit beartracksmedia.com. There is a way that you can reach out. There's a way for us you to email any comments or anything like that. If there's anything you'd like to hear or any special guests you'd like to see, we can try to get people on here. But with that, we're going to end the night. Thanks for listening. Idiocracy.com. I'm Dr. B. This is Josh. Have a good night, y'all.
This bud's for you. No, it's not. It's for me, goddammit.
It's idiocracy, but you gon' see the value and respect though when you talk with me. So come on, baby, walk with me. It ain't a topic that the crew can't touch. Share our views and our vibe. What we hide? It ain't much. This ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Share our thoughts and our views, you can't stop it. Said this ain't bluffs, this the crew, yeah, we got it. Idiocracy, tell us what's the topic. Yeah.